so excited to have you here. Welcome, Kristine. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much, Sherry, for having me. I'm excited.
Like sometimes you just meet someone and they just imprint on your heart. That was you, Kristine, when I met you. And I'm so, so happy to be connected to you. And I want to share something amazing that you are doing with my community and with my network. It is just such a cool thing. But I'm going to have you explain first because obviously this says you are a coach and that you are the Surfing Your Edge founder. And I really want you to explain what Surfing Your Edge is and what you do, Kristine.
Got it. Surfing your edge for me is about always living on the edge of your comfort zone where the growth is, right? Because pretty much fear is the thing that keeps us from becoming who we're really meant to be. And everything we want is sitting on the other side of fear. So I like to help people make friends with fear and not see it as a stop sign, but as a sign that you're on the right path, right? So I'm the Surfing Your Edge coach. I help you. It sounds scary, but I promise you're never alone. And it really does help you get to the next level and also helps you shed what's not you so that you can be everything you're meant to be in the world. So that's what Surfing Your Edge is for me.
And you know that like sparked such joy in me when I heard that because I'm like, yes, I'm off inside. Where's that comfort zone? I don't know. I don't even know where it is because like that's where I live. I live way outside there. I don't know where it is, and I don't care where it is. And I love that you help people to that space, and you have something really, really exciting that is actually it is combined with your incredible coaching program, Kristine. I want you to talk about the Surfing Your Edge retreat that you are coming up with, and I'm so excited that our viewers are going to learn about it.
Yeah, I always like to walk my walk, right? Walk the walk or talk the whatever, walk my talk. I'm not quite sure how that saying goes, but I like to, if I'm going to ask you to step out on the edge of your comfort zone, I like to do the same. So in 2018, I created the Surfing Your Edge experience. And what that is an 8-day retreat where we go to Panama to learn to surf. I take women over 40. None of us really ever expected to become surfers, but it's what we do. We go to Panama, we take some learn to surf lessons, we snorkel, we spend some time in hammocks and in pools, and we hang out. But really, what the point of it is to get outside of your comfort zone in a beautiful place, get outside of your regular daily activity and routine and really start to see yourself in a new way. Pretty much once you land in Panama, new possibilities start popping up for you in your mind about who you are and what's possible. And then when you get home, this isn't a typical retreat where you just go, have a great time, and then you come home, somebody flips through your, photos in 15 seconds on Monday morning when you're back at work and they're like, "Oh, that's great." And then you go back to your life. It's not that. We continue as a community together after the retreat once you get home so that the life-changing experience of the retreat actually helps you change your life. You've got support and can put into place some of the new vision that you've had for yourself while you were on retreat. Does that make sense?
Like you see, that's like I'm going, wow, that's my thing. I just love that so much. It's like literally embracing who you are and learning to love all the pieces and parts of you. And I love the component that you have of like shedding things that maybe aren't yours or, isn't your story. Somebody handed that to you. And I know that that's part of your process and your learning. And oh my gosh, who would ever think I'm going to learn to surf after 40? Like, and that might be scary thought for some people, but like, open yourself up to the possibilities. It's so beautiful. I love it, Kristine. So what is something that somebody that's been on the retreat with you before, what is something that someone has said to you afterwards as sort of an aha or like, oh my gosh, this happened. What is something you could
There's
share?
there are so many, but basically I think women our age really appreciate just the time to be somewhere else, right? And And last year, one person was just, she spent an hour in a hammock in her first day, and she was like, oh, just that, that was worth the plane ticket, because just being able to spend time, you are all about being in the moment, but it's really hard to do that all the time. And she got to be completely in the moment, completely in herself, while she was there. The very first year, the very first person I took, the very first person who signed up, she's like, I feel like everything's possible. She's like, she hadn't left the country since she was in high school, and she had never left her youngest son alone ever, and he was like 15. So it was hard for her to get on a plane as a single mom and fly away and spend money on herself, when people around her were like, if she didn't tell anybody she was going, because she was worried that people would be like, how do you spend that kind of money on yourself for a vacation and not take your kid or whatever. But anyway, she just felt like everything was possible, and it was just pure freedom for her. And it really opened her up to see what other possibilities are for her. Because she's a person who was always told her kids, you can be anything you want. And she hadn't been living that as fully as she would have liked. So now she's working on creating the life that she really wants for herself and for her kids.
Oh, how beautiful is that? And really leaning into that surfing your edge, right? Like really right at the edge of like, oh, what's possible? Well, maybe now everything is possible. It's just that it's such a fine line, but just on the other side of that with you, Kristine, as a coach, it's possible. And I just cannot say how amazing I think that is and how amazing I think you are and what you're doing. I absolutely love that. If somebody is excited and interested in learning more about Surfing Your Edge and the retreat, can you share with them how they would do that, Kristine?
Yeah, it's a super simple little bit.ly link, 2020 SYE, Surfing Your Edge. So you can see that below, and I will also post it in the comments. But basically, just come check us out, see what it's about. It's a super value this year. Oh, there's so much more. This year is the year to go with me, because not only have we really got it dialed in terms of like our activities and our providers and hotels and all of that, we've got that all dialed in. But this year I'm also expanding it so that not only do you get, continued coaching with me for 3 months after the retreat is over as part of the program, but I'm also giving you a full year of my new membership at the Surfing Your Edge exclusive level. So you're going to have, for a full year, for all of 2025, you'll be able to come to any of my virtual events, any of my virtual retreats for free. You'll have 4 monthly calls with me as a group. You'll have a one-on-one call with me, and the opportunity to do these little challenges. I'm going to do 3 challenges a year where you get to create your own adventure. So the first year you go on retreat with me, and that's our adventure. But when you get home, you can create little mini adventures for yourself, one every 4 months. And you can, and just keep in the practice of doing something new that inspires and is exciting and that's fun, right? Because that's another really big component of the whole thing, is learning how to play again and really valuing what that can bring into your life. So I'm sorry, there's just so much.
Y'all know why I'm over here going, wow, look at who's here and look at what she's doing. I'm so, so proud of you, Kristine. And I love the work you're doing, and I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for your next retreat. And I think it's a whole nother level that we could talk about with the Choose Your Own Adventure, because I absolutely love those books, reading them to my kids. And so that like sparked interest in me right away, but also always being, outside your comfort zone. That's where all the joy and the magic and everything lies. And I love that you're showing people how to surf that edge. Thank you so much for being my guest today, Kristine. I hope you will follow along the link and book a time to talk with Kristine about what that retreat might look like for you and if you are a good fit for that, and or maybe just join her community. So I hope you'll connect with Kristine. Thank you so much for being here today, Kristine.
Thank you. I've loved it.